What's up, guys? It's the SJW podcast, fantasy football, giving you a recap with special 2-week recap. I'm with my man Nick S. I'm Jake Woods official. We've got a very, very full boat in this Skype call today. We got Winnie the Pooh.
Why don't they introduce themselves in order of height?
That's a good call.
Are we going shortest to tallest or tallest to shortest?
Winnie the Pooh ears count as height.
Yes,
no.
It still doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Let's start shortest to tallest.
Widlow, that's you.
Hello.
No. Hey, all Joe here. Back at it. Because I'm now the best in the league.
First time reoccurring guest. Congratulations.
Actually, tying the first time.
Shit.
I said his name
proud,
first.
Proud owner of the little Froyos and Thick Latinos.
And I am Nick Wadlowski, your league leader right now.
Boo.
It sounds like you're like in control of like the universe. You're a league leader.
The League of Doom.
Oh man.
You got some chewing tobacco.
So we went through a struggle to get this podcast recorded, but
Yeah, he means himself.
Yeah. Schultz, you fucked this up.
Schultz has been he's been live streaming like even Roblox or Minecraft for like 79 hours, and you ran up on the free trial.
30 days. Yeah, wild. And yeah, we missed last week. Thanksgiving. I had a hot date, so we couldn't do the podcast last week. So we're gonna come at you this week with a two-week recap, and I decided, you know what would be better than one guest, and you know what would be even better than two guests. Let's get 3 guests in here for this Thanksgiving recap.
We gotta thank all the donations because we're not free here.
We never would have been able to afford it without the special Thanksgiving gifts that our patrons have supported us with.
Make sure to check us out at patreon.com/LittleBAfroGame2019.
That's a side fund. That's just for getting Little B on the show.
And I will warn you, Little B, this may be recording the video.
I better put my pants back on.
Well.
All right.
That's why Joe doesn't have his video on.
Yeah, my pants are off right now.
He doesn't have any clothes on.
Why don't we get started with the podcast? Why don't we get started with
special 2-hour edition?
Trade alert.
Deadline's been done for like
it's
a few days.
I have the trades going back to November 14th.
That was a day after the last recording.
Okay, yeah. November 14th at 2:40 p.m. Jared Goff, Mike Evans, Tyler Boyd, LaShawn McCoy from Bouts. That was your team, right?
No, yeah, that's from my team, and I traded Noah.
And traded to Noah for Patrick Mahomes, Adam Thielen, and Adam Humphries.
Wow. Bouts, how do you feel looking back on that?
I honestly like it. I like Mahomes. He's a stud, and Thielen's a stud.
Humphries.
I was just tired of Mike Evans because he's just.
I feel like you always end up with Mike Evans.
Yeah, I do.
You must really like that guy.
I have Evans in my other league, and he is just so up and down, and it's really annoying. And plus, you don't even know who the QB is there, so
that great quarterback situation they have in Tampa Bay. Nothing to do with that, I'm sure.
Quarterbacks.
Move on to the next one?
Sure.
November 14th again at 6:32 p.m. Kareem Hunt, James White, Kareem Hunt from me, James White, and Mark Ingram from Ben. I was happy about that trade. I just flipped them right away, and it worked out.
Yep. I like it from Ben's side. He needed to win some games. He actually did win a game this week. We'll go over that in like 2.5 hours.
We still have to cover the other week.
November 15th, 4:01 p.m. This also involved me again. Made a lot of trades.
Wow.
Grimmer gave me Christian McCaffrey and Corey Davis for Emmanuel Sanders, Kerryon Johnson, and James White. I just really like McCaffrey. Corey Davis was whatever. I did have to give up my wide receiver one in Emmanuel Sanders, which was kind of disappointing.
Corey Davis was not just whatever. Corey Davis.
Corey Davis is the worst.
Corey Davis.
I hate Corey Davis. He's so bad, but he'll occasionally get 20 points, and it's awesome. And Marcus Mariota is a mess, and I hate the tight ends.
No, we can't talk about that. That's a spoiler. We're only on week 1 right now. That's week 2, so we don't know what Corey Davis did yet.
That's true. True.
No spoilers.
Let's see.
Next trade.
November 15th again at 4:19 p.m. So right after the other one. Schultz gave me Todd Gurley and Allen Robinson for Joe Mixon, T.Y. Hilton, Mark Ingram. I just wanted Todd Gurley. If you get the chance to get Todd Gurley, you take him. So,
and I traded a similar style package for Todd Gurley.
I actually looked back, and Mark Ingram was involved in your trade too. So,
Mark Ingram's been all over the league.
Ingram equals Todd Gurley for you folks out there.
The big thing with me was I felt like I didn't have enough depth going into the playoffs. I felt like my team was just Todd Gurley and the boys. So I decided to flip him.
That's why Grimmer made the trade too.
Yeah.
Now I have Todd Gurley and the boys, except my boys are just a little better.
And then I think immediately after that trade, there was another trade that me and Bow did.
November 15th, 4:54 p.m. You traded Mark Ingram and Amari Cooper to Bowitz for Travis Kelce and Duke Johnson.
The Amari Cooper part of that, I really didn't want to do, and he kind of blew up, so that's a little sad. But I wanted Kelce. I felt like my tight ends weren't very good.
Yeah.
I had Ingram. I had depth. So
yeah, Amari Cooper gave me a good scare 2 weeks ago, or last week.
And he raped me in our Yahoo League this week.
Yeah. He gave you an L.
He's looking good on the Cowboys.
Yep. So that wraps up
trades.
Thank God trade deadline's over. We never have to do that again. Will be. Can you explain the Winnie the Pooh hat?
So I went to see get this Christmas sweater because I think Woodlow was wondering if it was an ugly Christmas sweater, which I don't think it is. I think it's pretty nice. Then I saw this Winnie the Pooh hat, and which I have, of course, and I kind of saw the opportunity to throw it on, and then I catch Nick Schultz off guard because he wasn't in the chat, and then he would join. So that was the plan. And if this does record video, which I'm hoping it will make it much enhanced, I would say.
Yeah. I mean I like it, I guess.
Thank you.
Cute.
Did you see the back? It's got my name on it too.
Oh wow. Oh,
yeah, that's my name.
Yeah.
Yep. And Joe, as you can see, doesn't have video because
I'm a degenerate.
He doesn't want to show his bones sticking out of his ankle.
He jumped off a 2-story balcony at
1 foot. I jumped off a 1 foot ledge and it just broke in half. That's okay though. We all break down and gotta build back up stronger, just like my fantasy team here. Never come down. 3-9 now.
Yep. We'll go over your in a little bit. Blackout Wednesday, not a good day for Joe Jansky. All right, you want to talk about score? So we're gonna do some recaps. We're gonna have to spend a good amount of time doing playoff scenario talk. So we're going to fly through the Week 11 and Week 12 recaps. We'll spend more time on Week 12.
Start with 11.
Okay.
All right. So for the first matchup, we got Ben Guzik defeated me 149.1 to 125.1, which is very unfortunate because 125, not a terrible week, but hate to see it happen. Then you got Joe Jansky knocked off Noah Grimmer, 134.4 to 120.6. Joe's team is
your
on a
team
roll.
in the last few weeks really put it together.
A
They might win. Hey, they might win the consolation bracket. He could get his draft pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be nice, and I won't get last pick.
And you got Nick Schultz beating TJ 171.8 to 64.6.
Yeah.
What a beat! More than 100 points, and we had him on the podcast right before that. He's pretty confident that he'd get it done, but we're all a little skeptical. And
Schultz, I think with that kind of beatdown, you just get to take his girlfriend now. I think you're his girlfriend's boyfriend now.
Actually, I'm taking his girlfriend on a date on Saturday or Sunday to a symphony that my boss bought me tickets for. I needed a date. I was going to take Caitlin, but it's Nick's birthday that day, so I didn't want to steal Caitlin on Nick's birthday. So I was like,
All
"Hey,
right.
Sarah, go to the symphony with me." You'll see some good pics on Instagram.
I wish she would have shot me a text or something, but all right.
Well, she said to bring a date, and I was like, I'm gonna have to steal one of my roommate's girlfriends. I think that's my move, right?
Why didn't you just drive down to Lowell to go harvest a couple dates?
I don't think Lowell girl is ready for symphony dates.
All right, back to the matchups.
Maybe she can work her way up to that. Hopefully,
not there yet. All right. 135 to 94.8. Preston knocked off Nick Grimmer.
Poor Grimmer.
Yeah, Preston's improved over the last few weeks. He's been looking a lot better.
Yep.
Little B's been really strong. He knocked off Tim with a 156.4 to 105.4 victory. Pretty big beat down there. And then you got Nick Wadlowski put a beat down on Emil, 150.4 to 90.8. Overall, all the games were very not close except for Joe against Noah Grimmer, which was still 14 points about. So,
and the least important matchup of the week. All right, week 12. We'll spend a bit more time. We'll actually go through a recap of this one. I want to start with the closest game of the week: Bowitz and Widlow.
I'm not even talking about this.
That's a good game.
6 to 143.1. Bowitz, you played Lamar Jackson?
Yeah. He had 20.2, dude.
Yeah, he had a good week.
Solid.
I mean, he's worth it because of his rushing ability alone.
Yeah, he got a 37-yard rush towards the end of the game.
He got 71 rushing yards.
I didn't see this, but Christian McCaffrey put up 41.2 points.
Oh yeah, that is my man. White running back, man. Glad to see it.
He didn't have a really good week other than him. I guess Adams was fine.
Corey Davis, yeah.
Killed
Josh Adams. That was a good pickup. I'm proud of that one.
Yeah, we'll see how that continues.
Yeah, we'll see.
My running backs just really let me down this week, honestly.
Yeah. Ingram, Drew Brees threw to what? 3 undrafted players that never caught touchdowns before in the same week?
Yeah.
What a stupid stat.
Didn't they put in that BYU quarterback, running back, wide receiver guy too?
Yeah, they always do that. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
I just love that he's on BYU.
Glad there's a Mormon in the league.
Oh, of course.
He's pretty much just Tim Tebow 2.0.
Yeah, he replaced Tim Tebow, basically.
Yeah.
Get Tim Tebow on an NFL roster just to come in and do a couple plays in the goal line.
Alex, you were talking shit about the Texans, but they gave you 11 points, dude.
The Texans have the second overall defense, dude.
Yeah.
They gave you more points than DeAndre Hopkins.
I dropped the Texans defense at the beginning of the year.
But you picked up the Bears.
I picked up the Bears, so I did it the day they got Khalil Mack.
Little B always gets the good defenses in this somehow.
Anything else on this matchup? Thielen, good game.
James Conner just has kind of been screwing me the past 2 weeks, man. He's been a little bum. I wish
Start.
Le'Veon got a deal. Do you see that they offered him like a deal that he's like, if you don't transition tag me, I'll come back, and they're just like, nah, we're not gonna do that.
They said no.
Yeah, they said no.
That's a little unfortunate. Next matchup. You've got Presta taking out Tim by about 20.
Yeah.
I mean,
Nick
Tim
Chubb,
didn't have a great week.
Chubb had a big week.
I was surprised by that Lamar Miller run. That was quite a run.
97-yard touchdown.
Dude, I love Lamar Miller.
Deshaun Watson went off too.
Evan Ingram didn't play, and the commentators the entire game were asking where Evan Ingram was and why Eli wasn't passing to him. The Carolina defense got 0.1 points.
It's pretty good.
That's
negative.
It was matched by Washington's 1.7 though, so that was.
Resta had 0 points from his defense. He didn't have any points from his tight end, and he still put up 130. It's pretty solid. Nick Chubb
his running backs,
continues to be
that was
one of the best pickups of the year.
That was a good pickup.
Glad I'm in the other league.
And then Tim really got disappointed by, first off, Kamara and Mike Thomas on Thursday.
Yeah.
And Drew Brees just decides to screw fantasy owners over. And then Alshon Jeffrey has been really disappointing. But other than that, he had a good week. His Texans went off. Calvin Ridley had a great week. I don't know why he started Cortland Sutton.
Yeah, so like Garrett Blount put like 20 or Demaryius Thomas.
Well, how would you expect him to do that against the Bears when they had Delvin Cook and Murray to like 22 rushing yards?
But he played like Cortland Sutton over Demaryius Thomas.
Demaryius Thomas has been garbage, dude.
Yeah.
Last week he had zero. He had 0
Demaryius Thomas
points
has
last week.
been garbage since last year.
Really?
So
He's been garbage since
3 years
I
ago,
had him in
probably.
2013
Yeah.
when he broke the touchdown.
The only reason Demaryius Thomas was good was he had 2 touchdowns. He had 4 receptions for 38 yards and 2 touchdowns.
That's a
Last
Larry
week he had
Fitz
0
goal.
receptions for 0 yards and 0 touchdowns.
I still would have played Demaryius Thomas over Cortland Sutton. Not feel good playing Cortland Sutton. I guess he's a flex.
Oh, Matthew Berry says, "Welcome to Dumpsville, Cortland Sutton."
Ooh.
Ooh.
Matthew Berry. Yeah, Presta, good win. Tim, we'll go over this, but I think he basically shot himself in the foot on the playoffs.
Not necessarily. I'm probably gonna lose a little B. We'll go over that later.
We've got Nick Grimmer just continues the narrative. It writes itself every year.
He trades away Christian McCaffrey. Like that, he kind of did it to himself. You know what I'm saying?
His Odell and Ingram trade for Jordan Howard and AJ Green.
Yeah, that was the one that really killed him.
I think he's overtraded. And then like Mark, and Eric Ebron's just like trolling Nick. He just got like 0.
Jack
Doyle
is on injured reserve right now with a kidney injury. So Ebron.
Yeah, Gerber, if you don't start Ebron next week, you are fucking yourself over.
We were at that game, and Grimmer was not very.
I don't think he should start him now, and here's why. I don't think he should start him because I'm playing him next week, and I don't want him to score a lot of points.
I think that's true. I think Joe needs to beat him. I think that's a great point. Joe brings up an excellent argument.
It's just the narrative that writes itself. Nick Grimmer and missing the playoffs despite good starts.
He just made too many trades. I think like
normally he doesn't make enough trades though. For this season, when he made 2 dumb trades, it's like, what you had it.
Why did he trade away McCaffrey?
Was set after my Gurley trade. I gave him my team for Gurley. All he had to do was ride that out.
The McCaffrey trade wasn't terrible. I mean,
who did he get?
James White, Emmanuel Sanders, and I forget who else. It was another running back. But
I wouldn't have wanted James White with Sony Michel.
Yeah, James White is going down now.
He should have known Michelle was coming back.
And then one of his other bad trades was with me. He traded David Johnson for Tyreek Hill. So, I mean, he shot himself in the foot with the trades.
All right. And then Noah, on Noah's side, not a great week, but Mike Evans is pretty good. Matt Breida.
See, why couldn't I have played one of these guys?
Noah started Nick Mullins.
Yeah, I saw that, and I'm like, I don't know what he's doing, but
Yeah, because I wanted him to win this week.
I guess it was because of the Tampa Bay D he saw, and
yeah,
I mean
that's why I
everyone
saw
usually
like
goes
okay,
off.
but like Baker Mayfield was like on waivers, and like even I didn't even think like Jameis Winston was a better option.
So we don't want to rub it in, but poor Grimmer. Next matchup, Joe. What a week!
Oh man,
What up,
a week! What a week!
dude?
First
Okay.
up,
I want to say. Thank you.
On one of the best calls of the year, sitting the Saints defense for the Ravens defense. You just had a hunch.
Dude, now I did that, and on Thursday night I was watching the game and looking at the scores and the fantasy scores. I was like, okay, I might regret this, and I see they put up 19. I'm like, well, fuck.
I support that because like the Atlanta offense isn't bad.
Yeah, and the reason really I did that is because I have Julio, and I don't really like playing my own guys against my defense because you kind of like screw yourself over.
Yeah, it's weird.
I went for it. It worked out. I felt like a genius. They outscored them. I'm gonna attest I scored quite a bit of points over TJ here, but
yeah, just want to highlight Gronk's back, 13 points. So TJ's second round pick.
Finally paying dividends.
See, that's the problem with Gronk. You have to draft him in the second round, and he just you don't know what you're going to get from him.
TJ this last week finally acknowledged to me that drafting Brady and Gronk probably was not the best way to.
Yeah, you can't be a homer in fantasy.
I can't even look on like. There's not really like anybody on TJ's team that I would want.
Away. He traded like Kareem Hunt to
Gronk's the only. Gronk's an upgrade for
How
most
did he
people.
get so
Unless
bad?
You have Kelsey or Hurts.
Did his guys get?
Yeah, he traded away. He traded away Kareem Hunt and T.Y. Hilton for Adrian Peterson, Lynch, and Josh Gordon. So,
see, I really need him to start. I need him to beat Ben Guzik, and I'm not sure how he's going to do it, but I hope he does.
Josh Gordon may go off for 40 points. Who knows?
So Joe Breeze had a 4-touchdown game. Chris Carson scored a touchdown. Julio had a great week. Juju Smith-Schuster had a wild week.
Yeah.
Kenyon Drake scored 2 touchdowns. Your defense put up 20, and you still 3-9.
But look, he put over like 130 points the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Let's go to Little B smacking Emil.
Yeah.
And is Emil is it over for Emil now with Melvin?
I think he eliminated.
Yeah. He had a good run, but
he did. He really came back.
That was quite a win streak.
Shaquan, Keenan Allen, Zach Ertz, Sony Michel, all great weeks. Cousins had a great week. Your entire team had a great week, minus Danny Amendola.
Who's hurt, by the way, now apparently.
Yeah. Got hurt.
I didn't realize Tannehill was coming back. Tannehill just didn't throw it to him as much as whoever their backup was.
Here's the question: is Tannehill an actual quarterback?
No.
No. Absolutely.
I don't know.
All right.
No,
I don't know if any of you watched the Colts game, but on 3rd and long, in their last 2 drives, one of them they were backed up to like the 5, so it was a little understandable. But they ran draw plays on 3rd and 10, and then 3rd and 12, and lost the game because of it.
Nice.
That just shows the kind of confidence they have in Ryan Tannehill. I imagine they cut ties as soon as they can.
He's weird. He always gets like hurt, and they're like, he's kind of good. Maybe we should keep him. And then they're like, and then they end up keeping him.
I think Tannehill is just like Cutler 2.0. Like he's sort of good.
I don't
gets
think he has
injured
the
a
arm.
he has a pretty good arm.
There are a list of like 7 to like 9 quarterbacks that we can go through. Andy Dalton, Derek Carr, who are players that they can be good or bad depending on their team. And if the situation's great, Andy Dalton can look like a stud, like he did 2 or 3 years ago when the Bengals made the playoffs in 4 straight seasons.
Red Rocket.
Like Derek Carr did when he went 12-4 before he got hurt. I mean, these guys can look good, but it's all scheme around them. They're not going to carry Dak. I would put in that same category.
Yeah.
And Tannehill's on the lower end of that, so I would imagine they just move on. And I guess Noah will tell us when he listens and will tell us his opinions.
It's definitely not Brock Osweiler as the answer.
No.
I mean, he did beat the Bears.
He did beat the Bears, though. But so did the referees.
What did the Bears? The Bears lost to like the worst teams. What I don't.
Yeah, they lost to the Packers.
Yeah, the Packers, the worst
the
team ever.
The Dolphins,
Tom
the
Brady.
Patriots.
Yeah, those are the 3 worst teams.
Final matchup of the week was me and Ben Guzman. And I lost.
The bad man, Aaron Rodgers, couldn't do it for you.
He needed, what, 19 for me to win? And
Yeah, you'd think you'd get that, you know?
I don't know.
I guess-
I was watching the game. He didn't play all that well. He had
No,
like
he
four,
played
he had
terrible.
like 4 overthrows I saw.
So, yeah, he missed Devontae Adams in the back of the end zone that last
Yeah.
drive.
Yeah.
I think you bench Aaron Rodgers if he's on the road.
He's turned into Roethlisberger.
So,
I don't
Yeah.
I don't really have a back. I can bench Aaron Rodgers for, and I do realize that it's probably best to pick one up. Maybe I will, but
I thought you were talking about actually like
I don't want to
benching-
sit Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, no, if he's playing at home, you play him. He's gonna go off.
I think on the
I
road they
mean-
should play Deshaun Kaiser.
Schultz, you look good. He has Arizona at home and Atlanta at home coming up. Then week 15 he plays the
Plays the
Bears.
Chicago.
So at that point,
Bro.
at Chicago, you wouldn't want to play him there probably. But
I'll
he
do it
he does
anyways.
enjoy
Fancy
screwing the
playoffs.
Bears, so he might
I'm
do
sure
well.
Randall
All right,
Cobb
here's
will
my
get a couple
thing, and I've said it all
yard
season.
receptions
I'm
for
not going to
touchdowns.
sit Aaron Rodgers
In the
fantasy
playoffs.
playoffs. Can't do it.
don't know.
You
Can't do it.
might have to.
I think
Bears
you
at
have
home,
to.
is
Won't do
scary.
it. No way.
This is why he is the 2-time repeat champion right now, because he makes those types of bold moves. Is playing Aaron Rodgers when he's playing the Bears at home.
You know Randall Cobb is going to have at least one 80-plus yard touchdown reception because the Bears are going to blow coverage at some point, and he's just going to you're gonna be like, how the hell does he get open? And then like Aaron Rodgers is scrambling in the back, and you're like,
Do you remember
he can get to him already, and then like
remember, like,
Randall
3
Cobb
years
will
ago
just come out
in
open out of nowhere.
Chicago, we
Yeah.
knocked you guys out of the playoffs on some BS.
Yeah.
Randall
Oh,
Cobb
that was-
touchdown.
2.
Who was the
Fourth and
safety? Chris Conte?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I missed-
Chris Conte,
I missed
fuck
He's a
that.
bum.
It was
Yeah.
4th and 2.
All right, if you remember though, it wasn't Conti's fault. It was the corner's fault. The corner
DJ
slipped.
Raji's ass freaking got a pick 6 against like Cutler or something. Or, I don't know if it's a pick 6, but he got an interception. Like, how the hell do you throw a pick 6 to freaking BJ Raji? I'm like,
Dude, he's a big man. Stands tall.
And I just wanted, I heard a stat this week. We talk a lot about the Bears defense. The Packers actually have more sacks than the Bears defense, and on a percentage basis are the best defense in the NFL in
Dude.
terms of sacks.
Listen, the Packers' problem is not the defense. It is not.
No.
It is their offense. For some reason, they are
it's the
like the
coaching.
worst offense ever.
Yep.
I see
And
them
if you
go out there and
consider
they
the
just go 3 and out every time. It's ridiculous.
No,
They should
the
not.
Packers, the
they are
Packers
so
picked up
bad.
a lot of good defensive backs in the draft.
Yep.
That's pretty impressive.
Sorry, Alexander's
It's
been a stud.
the new defensive coordinator is
Fine.
doing wonders for them. It's just good all around for their defense.
Depressing.
But
It's
we know
almost
offense?
as depressing as Grimmer's fantasy disaster.
How are the Packers in terms of like turnovers? Do you know if that?
they don't force as
I
many
think
as the Bears.
the Bears did the
Bears
lead.
force way
Yeah,
more.
that's where the Bears are. The defense is really good. Is they have 20 interceptions right now, and they're first in that and forced
I know-
fumbles and a lot of.
I know we got into a bit of an argument about it. I'm not ready to say Eddie Jackson is better than Adrian Amos, but
Back-to-back
He's
pick
stud.
sixes.
Yeah. He has
Adrian Amos.
he has the most defensive touchdowns since 25th or 20.
He's had 5,
like-
I think. Since
Yeah, since like 2014, has the most defensive touchdowns.
they did a goofy stat. It
And
said like
he was drafted like 16. I think.
since the 2017 season, Eddie Jackson has 5 touchdowns and Julio Jones has 6. So
Yeah.
that,
Well, now let's not bully Julio. He's been turning it around this year.
Julio Jones. that concludes.
Orange Julius.
I guess we'll go through some scores in this one. So Rogers didn't help. Mixon was solid. Fournette was good. Ty was good. Njoku was good. The rest of my team sucks. Guzik, Edelman, Cam. I can't believe Rogers didn't get
If you
beat.
would have freaking beat Guzik, I would have had a pretty good shot at making playoffs.
No.
think I didn't want
Damn
to
it.
Why did Fournette get suspended?
He got in a fight.
punch
Yeah.
someone.
Yeah, he got in a fight.
Did he punch him in the helmet? Because I like when they do that.
I think
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. Wait, did he go
like,
to the
punched
same
right
college
towards
as
the
that guy?
face mask.
Didn't he punch Shaq Lawson or something? Didn't they both go to LSU?
Yep.
He's playing next week, though, right?
No, he's suspended.
He's suspended
How
one
long?
game.
Oh,
One
one
game. Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
I'm glad I
lucked
don't have
out.
him anymore.
I guess I didn't luck out because I have
'Cause you
Fournette.
have
But I'm
him.
playing Fournette in the other league, Bowitz.
Yeah.
And hopefully, if I win, I get in. I think.
Yeah, you're winning, you get in. As long as you, like my cousin doesn't
But the
outscore
two
you by
guys
4
that are behind
points
me
or
are
something,
playing
yeah.
each other, so if I lose, I'm out.
Yeah, you're out.
You'll have
Interesting.
to help with my lineup. All right, time for standings playoff madness.
We can standings and playoffs kind of go hand in hand.
Yep. So Widlow and Presta are both 9-3. Widlow
Punch the buys.
with almost 250 points scored more than Presta, but both clinched, both have buys.
Look at it's ridiculous.
Yeah, Presta doesn't have a lot of points for him
Yeah.
compared to Lil B, you,
And me.
and Bowitz. Yeah.
And then the 3-3 squad, Little B, me, and Tim, at 3, 4, 5 spots.
I think I clinched at this
I
point.
think you more or less clinched.
Yeah.
I would say Lil B's team is like the scariest right now.
And then I'm at 4. I think I would have to lose and
Tim
Tim
wins.
Tim would have to win,
Tim and Ben would have to win and
or
score
if I win,
4 points. Or no, Tim would have to win.
and
Who
I
does-
would win. If Tim and I win and you lose, you're out. I
No.
think.
I don't
No,
think
because
so.
then you'd be in the 6th spot. Oh, and then Ben. There's no way Ben Guzzi could catch you in points scored, right?
He'd have to outscore you by like 40
Oh, no, wait,
30
yeah.
or 15.
Yeah.
30,
So did
40
I-
something.
More or less clinch.
Yeah, as long as Ben
Mhm.
Guzik doesn't outscore you by a bunch and you
Yeah.
lose and Tim wins and Bowitz wins. So
You're pretty much in.
So
Tim Gazan
Tim,
is on the bubble.
yeah. If he loses and Ben wins, Ben's in.
As long as,
As
you,
long as
points scored.
Ben
it's
scores.
close, yeah. More than like
So
less than.
yeah.
Tim has to score more than 10.
So Tim could lose but score more than Ben by 10, and then Tim would get in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Ben needs Tim to lose or you to lose. But no, if you lose and Ben loses, you'll still get in. So Ben needs help.
And Grimmer needs to lose too, because Grimmer's there too.
So Ben needs like
Ben has about 10 points on Grimmer. This is confusing.
Pretty close.
Yeah, this is confusing. I would say the team. Okay, Grimmer is definitely on the bubble the most.
All right, dude. Okay, no, Grimmer's out. Okay.
I wouldn't say Grimmer's out.
Grimmer's out because next week he's losing. It's as simple as that.
It's an L.
Hold on. So let's just run through. You guys keep it up. I'll run. So I play Widlow. So that game kind of doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's not.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
It matters
it could send you to the 5 or 6 spot.
Yeah, Widlow. If you lose and Presta wins, you'd be the 2. He'd be the 1.
Yeah, I definitely want to win just to be the 1.
And then if I win, I'd be the 3 probably.
no. I'd have to lose.
Yeah, Lil B would be the 3 still.
Okay. So I'm either going to be the 3, 4, 5, or 6, and then if disaster strikes, I guess I could be the 7.
7, yeah.
Yeah,
Probably not. But that'd be really. You have to have a really bad week.
And
Yeah,
Ben
that'd
Guzik
be-
would have
that'd
to
be-
just-
I mean,
pretty
Fournette's
wild.
out, so we'll see where I go.
I'd start laughing if that happened.
I think I need to start. I think I'm going to start Kelsey and Njoku.
Yeah, I was
Not
looking. I was
odds.
looking at your flex options, and that was probably like the best option I saw.
I gotta play Duke?
Gotta play the
can't-
Duke, man.
Stop playing
Gotta
Duke.
play the Duke.
Yes.
Stop playing Duke.
Gotta play the Duke.
Why did Alex Collins lose his job?
Because he's a bum and he put the ball on the ground and he got hurt.
Wait, are you gonna play Joe Bernard?
No. I don't know.
Okay, I was about to
I don't know
say.
why it's
You
like
should
that.
you should pick up Carlos Hyde, dude.
I just dropped Carlos Hyde because I thought to myself,
I put $1 on good old Carlos Hyde this week just for
The good old
the
C Hyder.
goals. I only got $3.
Eckler, because I don't want anyone else to have him. I feel like he
Joe,
deserves.
do I
you should
drop
put-
Alex Collins?
Joe, I would put a good amount of money on Eckler if I were you, because I think you have more money than everybody but Emil, and there's a good chance Emil doesn't.
Emil's not.
All right, I'll
do
just load it
anything
all
about
on there.
I would put like $1 more than anybody else has, and just see what Emil will do or something.
Who's the highest amount of money right now?
If you go
Emil.
to League Info,
Emil and then you, I think.
Okay.
Emil's got $82. You have $63, and the next
So-
person has 34.
So the two Bowitses play each other.
Yeah.
So Little
Yeah.
B, if you win, Bowitz is
Screw it unless Ben and Grimmer lose.
right. And if
Oh my god.
Bowitz wins,
I'll get knocked down a little bit.
but then Bowitz, what seed will you be if you win?
Maybe I'll play this guy.
I think-
Probably like 4.
4. Yeah, it'd be a 4.
Depends how
I'd
much
be
I
a
beat Little
5.
B by. If I really put a beat down on Little B, I have to
How
beat him
much-
by like 50 points or more.
Oh gosh, yeah. Wait.
I'd be impressed. I'd be like, damn, I beat Little
Okay.
B by.
Then
points.
Presta plays.
Wait, no,
Emil.
it's not actually that far. I'm only 23 points off Little B.
Yeah, no, Bowitz, you could be the 3 actually if you beat Lil
I'm
B.
probably gonna miss playoffs because I'm probably gonna lose a Little B.
Yeah.
All right.
Aw.
So Presta plays Emil, and this game basically doesn't matter. Presta,
Yeah.
if he wins, and
Could be the
Widlow
one
wins, is
seed.
the 2. If he loses, and Widlow loses, he's the 2. He needs Widlow to lose to me to be the 1. That's the
Yeah.
only way he changes anything.
Yeah, no matter he most likely will be the 2.
Tim and Noah. Noah's out. Tim, if he loses, might get knocked out. If he wins, he's gonna stay in.
All right, bid is in place.
What
Emil is
happens-
2 to
What
overbid.
happens if I win? What happens if
Oh.
I beat Widlow? Rimmer beats Joe.
Doubtful.
Ben
What do you-
beats TJ.
Why do you have to win for this?
What if all
This is
of the
confusing.
What if all of the teams that are
You're saying all the 7 and 5 teams win?
yeah, if all the 7 and 5 teams win, what happens?
It just stays the same.
They
though.
Well,
stay the
that
same.
would just say
No,
It
well,
stays the same.
I would be the
out.
2, but everything else would be the same, yeah.
Bowitz would be out though, because I would have beat him, right?
No, but
Oh, yeah.
but
yeah.
but it depends if Ben and Grimmer lose.
I mean,
Yeah.
Ben's playing TJ.
Everyone
There's,
loses.
Yeah.
there's almost no way to
Okay.
figure this out other than Preston, Widlow are in.
Now-
and
Presta-
me and Little B are probably in.
Here is
I
a
think-
thought-provoking question. What if there's a tie?
I just
It's
need.
not gonna happen.
Then
As
we
long as
cancel the
we
season.
do bench points for ties, but I don't. I don't know how we settle ties.
I think we just
There's not going to
we
be a
have to
tie.
I think we have to
Tally one
do-
up in the tie
I think
column.
I think
because
we had to
we
have a
did decimal,
boxing
just
match
say
for
there's
a
no
tie.
way, and I don't
Tie.
worry about it. It
I-
might be bench
Tie.
though, so watch out.
I just need to not let Guzik outscore me by like 160 points or something. So
Yeah,
think
Music's
Little
the
B's
wild
in-
card
Little
right now.
B's in, for
Yeah.
sure. The top 3 seeds are in.
Nick Schultz is
pretty much completely in, unless he really had a terrible week, and then everything
Yeah,
else is up for grabs.
yeah.
fair game. Just win
I'd
if you just try to win. Everybody. Just
Schultz, I think,
just-
would have to score like 60 points to not get in.
He could throw it. If he threw it, he could lose.
I think right now it's like it's
He would have
definitely a
to
fight
do
between
worse
all
than
the guys that
TJ.
have.
That 1 week.
If Schultz dropped
Yeah.
all his players, I think he'll miss playoffs.
Everyone who has 1,400 points, that's like who's all in the bubble right now, basically, and Bowitz.
Shit, that's me.
Whitlow could drop all his points,
Almost.
all his players, and still make playoffs.
Might just do it.
It's nice having the points scored as the tiebreaker because like I don't have to worry about tiebreakers.
Yeah,
except
it
as
was.
against
It was until I'm 6-6, and
Yeah.
I have the third highest points, and I'm gonna miss playoffs. But yeah, that's how it goes. So let's look into the week 13 matchups.
Or should we do waiver wire?
Oh yeah,
tight end?
waiver wire tight ends. My bad. I apologize.
Ricky Seal Jones has. I looked it up. He's had 1 point even the last 2 weeks.
Here's the
What
great thing
catch?
about Ricky Seals Jones. If you look 2 weeks before that, he had 2 consecutive weeks of 2.2. So
Yeah, but he had a 5 catch for 51-yard game in the middle of that, and that's pretty solid for a waiver wire tight end. So
He's got a good. Not a great matchup against Green Bay, but it may be worth a start.
here's
I
a
don't know.
question. Despite these past 2 weeks, do you still see Ricky Seals Jones as a top tight end, top 5 tight end?
no,
No.
top 24.
Top 24? He's currently tight end 30 right now, so he's a tight end 3.
Vernon Davis came off a big 2-catch, 73-yard game with a touchdown.
Good job.
The ageless wonder, and the GOAT, Antonio Gates, is still unowned.
I was watching that game, and
Unbelievable.
Antonio Gates missed a block. It was a pretty crucial block.
I
at
don't-
some point in the game.
I don't
In
think he
week 11,
cares
Which
anymore,
we didn't
really.
recap. He had a 5 for 80 and a touchdown game for 16.5 points.
Wow. Well, he's not going to do that again. So
Another thing, now that Jack Doyle is out, you might want to pick up the backup, the third tight end for the Colts.
We've been
Which
telling
one?
you this is.
Eric Swoop.
We've
would
been
be a
telling
good
people
I
to
would
pick
go
up Eric
Mo Ali
Swoop.
Cox.
you got to swoop up Eric Swoop.
No,
We were talking
I
about
think
Mo Ali
Mo
Cox
Ali
for
Cox
the past
is our
3
our new-
podcasts. He's still on waivers at this point. I don't know what else we can tell you.
He had an Odell-esque catch a couple weeks ago, and last week he tried to do the same thing and he missed it. He just dropped the ball, or 2 weeks ago. But
Hate to see it.
he had a touchdown week 8 and week 10, which was consecutive because they had a bye week 9. So Mo Ali Cox,
Do they use him in the red zone a lot, or
sometimes,
Hmm.
not a
I mean,
lot.
Doyle's out, so there's
Yeah.
a better chance.
yeah, they could.
I mean, we use Ebron a lot in the red zone, and then Ty surprisingly gets a lot of red zone.
Actually,
Isn't
Gerald
Ty like
Ev-
5'10"?
Yeah, he's short.
Yeah.
Gerald Everett has had some good weeks ever since Cooper Kupp has been out.
He was the highlight of the waiver wire tight end talk last time we did it, I think. But watch out, Tyler Higbee's back, and he's also a Rams tight end.
He's on.
Apparently, he plays more snaps, but he gets less touchdowns. That's what Matthew Berry told me.
Why don't the Rams have a good tight end? Why not?
Because
Why-
they
why
have
didn't-
'Cause
three
they don't need
such
it?
Receivers.
Yeah, I'm still good.
Yeah.
They had three
I'm
such-
calling
Cooper
Gronk
Kupp
the
is
Rams.
basically a tight end, and you
No,
don't have that.
he's not. How's Cooper Kupp a tight end?
Todd
I'm
Gurley.
pretty sure Cooper. Hold on, Cooper Kupp is like 6'2" or something.
Todd
pretty
Gurley
tall.
is pretty much a tight end too.
Yeah, Cooper Kupp is 6'2". Pretty tall guy.
I'm calling Ricky Seals Jones to the Rams next season. They need their star tight end. And I think that's who they're
Cooper Kupp is
kind of
only
eyeing up.
194 pounds, though. He's only 194.
He's
That's not
still-
a tight end.
and he's white, so that makes him a tight end. So
Here's a question. What Schultz? If you were you're on the Rams and you're sitting down with the Cardinals, what would you offer them for Ricky Seals Jones? What kind of draft pick would you give them?
4th or 5th.
No,
I think I'd give him a 6th round.
Yeah.
No, Ricky for a 5th for sure.
When was he drafted? Wasn't he undrafted? Ricky
I
Seals
feel like he
Jones
was
undrafted.
yeah.
He should have been drafted though. He's making
8th round
a
pick.
comeback.
Yeah, but he's got such stature. Okay.
So much charisma. He's 6'5", and how much does Ricky Seals Jones weigh?
He's 225 pounds. 225. Yeah, he was undrafted.
I'll put him. I'm marking him on my watch. I'm watching him.
Keep an eye. Keep a watch
Keep my eyes
on
on him.
Jones.
Next match, or let's go. Let's do some scores or some predictions.
Predictions.
Let's figure out this playoff madness. Okay, we'll start with me and Woodlow. Woodlow, this is your chance to beat me for the first time in what, 2, 3, maybe ever?
Dude, I think Willow's
not
gonna beat
ever.
your ass,
Yeah,
dude.
but Schultz, I'm looking at the projections right now. Only your quarterback and tight end are projected to have more than me. So I think I got it. I
would like to give myself a personal shout out for not trading Woodlow Ertz and at least having like one position that's not just completely overpowered.
I dropped Ebron, and I'm really sad about that now because I could have had like the number one in pretty much every position.
Ebron's a top 3 tight end.
Yeah, but I have Jared Cook and Greg Olsen, which I'm happy with.
Yeah.
Here's a question: where do you draft Eric Ebron next year?
Is he still on the Colts? Yeah.
Is Jack Doyle still there?
Yeah. Yeah.
Same situation.
I don't want him.
I would still draft him as like he's top 10 for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know where.
Yeah, I think he's top 10 where, yeah.
I wouldn't draft him over Ertz, Kelsey, Gronk, and Joku, OJ Howard.
That's about it, probably.
Are there any other guys?
Kittle. Yeah, Kittle.
That's it. So he's 7.
Yeah.
What about Jimmy Graham?
No.
Nope.
No.
Trey Burton, maybe.
No.
Maybe.
He's been not good at all this year. He's had like 2 good games.
I feel like Nagy will start. I don't know. I feel like they'll just figure it out eventually.
I think the way they do it is they just like spread the ball out. Like one game it'll just be like a big Allen Robinson week, and then another week will just be a big Taylor Gabriel week.
Every week is a Tariq Cohen week though.
Tariq Cohen, my boy.
All right, so let's go. Me and Woodlow. I'm
gonna say Woodlow.
Okay, let's do this. Let's do this per
round
person.
table.
I will say your top 4 are obviously studs, but other than that top 4, you got some bums.
Davis,
well, not Tariq Cohen.
Cohen's fine.
Corey Davis. Yeah,
why is Cohen on your bench?
Because I'm looking at matchups right now. I don't really know if I'm gonna. I'll probably play him over Corey Davis. I'm thinking.
Yeah, I think you should.
Yeah, please play Corey Davis. I'm begging.
It's not. It won't make or break my team, so it's whatever.
And yeah, my team, it's okay. We'll see.
Yeah, Duke Johnson Jr. just gonna need to put out some numbers.
Yeah, I'm looking for a lot from Doug Baldwin, my man.
Jags defense against Indy looks. I hope that might be up for a change. I don't know. It sounds a little sketchy.
You should probably change that.
There's no way he's gonna play Jags defense against Indy.
I assume he
would play a rival defense against my favorite team, who's put at least 29 points and.
Yeah, he probably put a claim out there.
So I'm gonna go Woodlow. I think
I'll go
Little B and Woodlow also said Woodlow. So who are you going with?
I'll take me because.
All right, Joe, who are you going with?
No, he never does. He can't finish. If he can finish, maybe, but he can't finish.
I think it's. I want to say Woodlow, but I'm going with Nick Schultz. He's got to take it.
Hold on. I just saw these matchups on my team. Christian McCaffrey against Tampa Bay. Todd Gurley against Detroit.
Choke.
Devontae Adams versus Arizona. Tyreek Hill versus Oakland.
First of all, dude, the Green Bay Packers are not very good. Arizona will probably win.
Against Arizona,
they'll be Rodgers is going to go off, but Adams is going to do all of it.
Adams is going to put up like 27.
Patrick Peterson might be covering Devon. That might be a good.
I mean, he will, but like, I'm pretty sure the wide receiver one on a lot of teams have done pretty good against Arizona, even if Peterson is there.
We'll see on that.
Mike McCarthy is one of the best offensive play callers in the game, so I think he'll scheme him open.
He won't.
Okay, next matchup.
Yep. Joe and Grimmer.
This is crucial.
I got Joe.
I think Joe can win this as well.
Yep.
Joe's been
Wentz
playing
is
really
playing
good.
scrub.
Ooh, I don't know. Grimmer's
Grimmer's
bringing out the.
matchups.
I love the tight end flex though.
Yeah,
I love me a tight end flex.
Grimmer's.
I don't know why he's sticking with Carson Wentz. If
Nah,
he,
he
Joe
needs to.
definitely played TJ Yeldon over.
Yeah.
I think Joe's gonna win.
yeah, I'll go for Joe. Maybe if Grimmer picks up a different quarterback instead of Wentz against
see-
Washington.
You see Andy Dalton's out for the year.
Not the Red
Yeah.
Rocket.
So I don't know how that's gonna affect AJ Green. You know what I'm saying? Like it could go
I
either
think
way.
Is AJ
AJ
Green
Green's
even going to
pretty
play
good.
this week? He's still hurt,
They
right?
say he is.
Yeah, there's a lot of sketchy stuff going on with Grimmer's team. I'm gonna go with Joe.
I will as well.
See, I think Grimmer just has better flex players in right now.
Well,
And
Joe's gonna
TJ
have
Yeldon's now
TJ
in.
Yeldon in with Fournette
okay,
out.
okay.
TJ Yeldon, substitution alert. TJ Yeldon is now in for Sterling
And
Shepard.
Joe
Okay, then
Joe could
I would
potentially
probably have to go with
Eckler.
Joe.
Shit, man. I'm going for Joe as well on this one. I think he really takes it. Knocks Grimmer out of the playoffs for real.
Yeah,
So is that consensus Joe is going to win this one?
Yeah, that's a
I
unanimous
think
vote.
so.
I like this count. I like this council dynamic.
Yep. Next match. Tim and Noah.
I will laugh so hard if Tim loses to Noah.
I need to find the matchup.
It's not that far fetched.
I think Noah would. I'm looking at it now. I think Noah's got it.
Oh, this is close.
All right, Shady against the
no.
Dolphins. I think I'm flexing him in Yahoo Ballot.
All right,
Ooh.
so
But I mean, LaShawn McCoy, they just don't use him that well. I don't think.
Most of it was their offense was terrible to start the year, but they kind of picked it up, so it could be better.
I would
You
tell
know-
you right now that the Houston Texans are going to get destroyed by the Cleveland Browns. Absolutely destroyed.
Honestly,
so
I think the Browns will win against the Texans. I could see it.
Browns
Where's it
are
at?
in, Texans are out.
It's
Is it
in
Houston,
Cleveland,
though?
or no, it's in Houston. It's in Houston.
I'm gonna go
Um,
with Tim on this one.
Yeah, I'm feeling Tim.
I'll take Noah.
Tim just has way better running backs, so I'll go with Tim.
I mean,
It's a revenge game too.
so on
Noah gave
paper-
Tim Mike
On
Thomas.
paper, it's clear. Tim wins, but I'm going with Noah.
All right.
I think it's 3-2, Tim, though.
All right, next matchup. Emil, Presta.
Yeah, Presta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next matchup. Little B and Bowitz.
Oh,
Ooh.
man.
Boy,
A shakedown.
this is gonna
The
be.
Bunker
Yeah, this
Boys
is the
for the
big one.
playoffs. Little B could knock
Playoff
his ass out.
implications. My thought, though, is this, like, I'm not going to be that mad if I lose this, because, like, if I'm thinking, like, hey, if I don't beat Lil B here, like, I'm probably not going to be in the playoffs anyway, so, like, what's the point of me being in playoffs, you know? I'll go win a bye.
No, stay away.
I'll try to go win my draft pick for next year. If I get knocked out.
So I think this game comes down to the kicker. I think the kicker will decide the game.
Wait,
It's gonna be close.
Honestly, I like Bowds more in this matchup.
I do too.
I think, I don't know. Saquon against the Bears. The Bears have a really good run defense. I think they have number one run defense right now.
Saquon is so involved in their passing
Yeah.
game. They're going to get down early, and they're just going to pass
But
to him the entire game.
I don't think screens have really worked against the Bears that much this year. I don't think running backs have really done much.
So
in the
over
past.
under Saquon 15 points.
I think he's over. I think he's around
Probably-
15,
probably-
16.
I would say he's over, but not by much, just because they use him so much.
I don't think he scores a touchdown.
Yeah, I don't think he scores a touchdown either.
Mahomes against the Raiders, they might blow them out so fast and so quickly. Mahomes might not do that much.
It depends who gets the touchdowns, though.
Yeah, that could
Yeah.
either be Mahomes
Kareem.
scores a lot or doesn't score that many.
He throws
But
it to
still
Kelsey,
scores.
like,
He's
5
still
times.
gonna score like a lot of points, but he might not score as much as he could have,
Yeah.
which might hold you back there.
And then I don't love Ingram against Dallas at all. Dallas doesn't give up any points to running backs because they run the ball so much with Zeke. And then he's the second running back. I wouldn't Bowers. That's a mess.
Do I
Yeah.
sit him though? I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm
I
sitting
would-
him at Yahoo.
Mm,
I don't
I
think
don't
you can
know.
sit him for Doug Martin though, because there's no way in hell they're going to be running against Kansas City,
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I don't know.
and I don't think you want to play Josh Reynolds either.
No.
Probably not.
Great. Honestly, I would
I like
flex
that. I think Aaron Jones has a good matchup against.
Flexing right over
You just gotta
Ingram.
hope. You just gotta hope.
He falls in the end zone. Yeah, I just have to hope he gets a touchdown.
I would play Braid over Hooper.
I-
though, dog.
yeah, I would play Brait too.
Yeah, I guess. I was just hoping that maybe there's a giant Hooper game, but
Lil B, are you gonna play Dak or Cousins?
Cousins, I think. The New Orleans has been doing really well lately against quarterbacks for some reason, like the past 2 games. I know they have like a notoriously bad secondary. I may look into it a little more, but
I don't
right
know.
now,
Wasn't their secondary good last year?
I think it
they
was
had
pretty
those
bad
like
to start
those
off
young
this
guys. They had
season.
those young.
Yeah. I
Also,
would
if
play
I-
Kirk.
If I play Kirk, it also kind of counters the Thielen. So if Thielen's going off on me, I know at least Kirk's having a decent game. So that's a pro.
Yeah,
I would leave it as is.
I would play Kirk.
I think that Lil B will win this game.
I think I will win. I think the Sony Michel is only projected 13 for some reason. I think he'll do. I mean, I guess he is playing Minnesota, but I've
I
just
don't
been
know,
getting it.
I could
I've been
see them using James White a good amount against Minnesota.
So when he got hurt in that game, it looked terrible. Someone fell on his ankle. I thought he was going to be out
Yeah.
for the year, and then he came back and he scored like 20 points. So
I just think my guys have been getting it done. I think I've been like the top scorer of the 2 of the last 3 weeks and like second the other week. So I'm just gonna say the boys are gonna keep rolling.
I think it's
It's
gonna
my
be close.
prediction.
it will be close for sure. With Low Joe.
I'll go with Bowitz on this one.
Bowitz close, but Bowitz.
No, I think I could pull it off. I think Cameron Brate will bring it together. I just put him in now, and I'm gonna win by 3 points.
You're projected to win by 2, which is
Do
big.
you want to know why? Do you want to know why Lil B is gonna lose?
Yes.
Because he's got Barkley playing against his own defense. That's why.
Yep.
Just watch. You always lose when that happens. Don't just watch. You'll see.
100% chance of loss. You have to sit one of them.
Yeah, no, that's a horrible decision.
Dude, bench the
It's like
Bears, pick up the Ravens or something.